a good feeling. I got a good feeling. Yeah, I'm up on the cloud, ain't coming back down. I got a good feeling. Yeah. Yeah, I'm up on the cloud, ain't coming back down.
Feel it in my bones, gotta shake it out. I'm going harder than before, let me hear you shout. I run around the whole world, chasing that thrill. From the bottom to the top, I finna knock it out. I'm about to blow, ready on the go. Steady shining brighter than I ever did before. When I'm up in the clouds, and I ain't coming down. No, I ain't coming down. Oh no, I'm the talk of the town. I know you're feeling it now. Come on and move to the sound. And keep it going, and turn it up loud.
I got a good feeling. Yeah, yeah, I'm up on the cloud, ain't coming back down. I got a good feeling. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? I got a good feeling. Even though we just do a little bit of retail here, had to dust off the old top loaders and sleeves, the webcam and all that. It would have been 2 months tomorrow. I missed you guys. Appreciate those of you who checked in. I'll give you a little just brief where I was. I just needed some time to figure some things out mentally, and yeah, I appreciate those of you guys. If you didn't know I was missing, that's even better. That was the plan. I just needed to kind of disappear for a little, take some time with the family, spend some time with my kids, although I think I did more harm than good. You'd think if you spent more time with them, they would listen more. That's not how it works. Heads up. And then if you have a secret to that, if you're a parent and you can figure out how to get your kids to stop fighting and listen and follow directions, hit me up. I mean, I got a degree in education, and I can't figure out how to make my kids listen to me, so God knows. But listen, there's no way we weren't going to do it. I said I wasn't, but got a little fresh bottle of Winter Reserve. We are in winter. It's December 3rd, and I go away for a little bit, and the whole NFL turns into like the upside down. What is going on? What is happening in the NFL? And let's talk about it. Cheers to you guys, Mr. Blazing fam. Let's do it. Go Bills. Ah, that feels good. Ah, it feels so good when it hits your lips. Hit the record button here. Jamie, you're absolutely right. And that's part of the problem. You know, it's kind of what happened even when I was starting to phase out of teaching. Like, you couldn't even take recess away without filling out, you know, I've said this before, how many forms and doing all this and that. And it just became one of those things where I know what the problem is. There's no good quality discipline. My kids are in the room right now. That's about the best I can do. But Jamie, you survived. Chris has done it. Dougie's done it. You raised adults. They're entering in the adult world. What's the secret? And also, Jamie, how'd you feel about that Steelers game? I gotta ask. I was nervous, man. It was on my birthday. That's all I wanted for my birthday was a Bills victory over the Steelers. It was 7-0, and I looked at when I got to the place I was watching it, and I was like, there's no way we win this already. I can tell. That changed around quickly. Just get these camera angles figured out here. All right, we got Torrey Horton having a season. Landon Jackson, he's hurt. Chuba, they got to use him more. Metcalf, Hunter Henry. I'm going to have to talk about every player. And give me a minute. If it's too bright or it needs adjusted, hit me up. It's been a little bit. I'm going to have to remember how to do it. Geno Smith, Quentin Johnson having a year no one thought he'd have. And Jamar Chase. There is a scenario where the Bengals can make the playoffs. Essentially, they just have to win out. I mean, there's a couple things that need to happen. But if they win out, that's in their hands. It could happen. Bills got to stop them, Jamie. I know Jamie's rooting for... Jamie's rooting for the Bills this week. Jordan James, We got a C.J. Stroud. Baker. Man, that team's been decimated with injuries. Saquon. Khalil Shakir, the Bills' leading receiver with like 600 yards. Kenneth Walker. He was a Angry Runs candidate today for like the 11th time. Still hasn't won one. Chase Brown and Jake Ferguson need a big game out of him. Doug, I mean, that's what it takes, right? We need some of that back. There needs to be some sort of balance where we can do that and make them. There's no fear. There's no fear. That's a great word to use. There's just no fear. Andrew Makuba, Amari and Hampton. Now that I want him to come back. I had teams with him and Bucky Irvin on, looking great weeks 1 through 4, looking like, hey, you're headed there. 4 wins in a row, and then now they're just like, I'm fighting to get into the playoffs in those leagues. Woody Marks was a big step up for me for a little bit in those leagues. It went with a lot of young running backs. Doug, you know what? That's a good thing right there to say. Got to get these boys to church. Rick Scorton, how about that Panthers win? And I'm an idiot. It was thrown in my face. I had someone say, bet the Panthers. So I put them in a bet, but it was a parlay. So they hit, but I didn't win them straight up. I wish I would have bet the Panthers last week. There's a Tyler Shuck. He hasn't really taken advantage of his opportunity. Neither is this guy, Matthew Golden. Joe Burrow, Drake May. I'm so worried about him this week. Playing Joe Burrow, that is. Or without Joey Bosa. I guess he hurt himself killing Aaron Rodgers. Brock Bowers, Devonta Smith, and Joe Mixon. If you haven't seen the hit that Aaron Rodgers took from Joey Bosa, whee, that was a hit. But they still have, I saw like a 29% chance. I know, I've seen some Lions fans, Mike, say, oh, we're done. I'm like, come on. It ain't that bad yet. You're not there yet. You know what team I think is in a good position now that I don't think makes it? It's an AFC team. The Chargers. Have you seen their schedule? They could lose out. And, I mean, listen, Justin Herbert doesn't have a line. He's hurt. There's a cool hog having George Kittle card. I like that. Estime, Flowers, Justin Fields. That sucks. He's got to sit and watch Tyrod Taylor play. Tua, and there's my man, Josh Allen. Statistically having a fantastic season. No one seems excited about it because he's had some mistakes. Dude, so Jamie, I saw your comment about how Mason came in. I looked up. I was like, who is that dude? Dude, he's a funky looking dude. But then Aaron Rodgers came right back in, right? Jaden Daniels, Achan, Jerry Jeudy, Drake London, Pacheco, Alec Pierce, and James Cook. Hey, I am Jason. What's up, Chris? It's good to see you guys. I will say the one difference in taking some time off and not breaking is I actually went to bed most nights at a normal hour. Normal being like 11 o'clock at night, which was one of the nice things. I hadn't done that in years. I forgot what sleep was like. Did Mason throw an INT in that game? Like I said, I was like we were at a party at my cousin's house, and there were so many people. So I was like watching the game as much as possible, but also just distracted so much. Jacoby Myers, McCarthy. My son is like a big Vikings fan now. And he says a statement the other day. He goes, JJ McCarthy makes the Vikings worse. He goes, I don't even want him on my team. My son's getting into football. It's kind of cool. Tootin, and there's an Egbuka. He's so good. Madison, Mapu, McLaurin, T. Higgins. He's supposed to be out again this week. Who's that? The Will Howard, Chris? Yeah, they need to see what they have in here, him, because obviously Rodgers is done after this year. We agree on that, right? Like, Rodgers is just done. The guy's gray. He looks just beaten and broken. He's trying. He's giving it everything he can. There's a nice red Amari and Hampton. And this Aurora has had some traction this year. Xavier Worthy. He had a guy on Good Morning Football today, a kid. They did his cause for his cleats. It was really cool. James Cook, Theo Johnson, and Laporta done for the season. Lions having one of those seasons. It's just nothing has went their way. I also think it goes to show you that like a coaching staff matters. You know, losing two of their big coaches, especially Ben Johnson, who now leading the NFC, leading Chicago Bears. I mean, that's Kyle Brandt's interview this week. It's with it's actually with Caleb Williams, who I mean, I said they were going to make the playoffs. I didn't think at any point they'd be leading the NFC. In Njoku, there's Watts and Riley Leonard. Leonard Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Christian Gonzalez. Are the Patriots real, or are they just getting very lucky with some of their wins? You guys tell me. I think Drake May is for real. This isn't a Drake May question. This is are the Patriots real, or are they just getting lucky with some of their games? I've heard people say they have the toughest schedule. The only one that has an easier schedule with them on paper, which again, strength of schedule is a little bit, as Chris always says, a little bit wonky. I don't know how he says it, but Chris, I agree with you. The strength of schedule I don't always go by, but they have the 32nd easiest schedule, and the Bills have the 31st. Mostly because they play the Jets and Dolphins both twice, and they played the what division this year? The South. ETN, Lambert Smith, and we got a Christian McCaffrey threads going out to the Niners. That's you, Jerry Thompson. What up, Tony? It's good to see people in here. I might have to take another one. Anyone gonna... Hey, listen, are you guys gonna make me feel real good? Anyone gonna send me a video just for old time's sake? I'm really hoping we get a case hit to, like, fire us back up. That's kind of why I did this one. It's like, if we do all the different case hit products, right, we got to get a case hit out of something. Bonita, is he going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year? Jaden Blue, Trey Benson, Rose, and Jalen Lane, Elite Series rookies. The Bill, I know. Listen, I don't feel good about. Although I will say this, I don't think it's possible for the Ravens, the Bills, and the Chiefs to all miss the playoffs. One of those are getting in. I just don't think the way the schedule's set up, they can all miss. Looking at the other team's schedules, who can get in there? I honestly don't. It was a Keon Coleman. That dude, Keon Coleman, what a disappointment. How many of you guys had him on fantasy? Shedeur Sanders. Oh, let's talk about that in a minute. For those of you guys who drafted Keon Coleman, I'm sorry. From a Bills fan to a fantasy owner, I'm sorry. Not as sorry as I am that he's been acting the way he is for our team, but dude, not playing horribly. I'm not disappointed in the way he's playing. And honestly, he handles a lot of the media attention fairly well. I'm not a fan of the guy. I think he's way too arrogant for my liking off the field. But Deshaun Watson coming back, that's just mean. The guy's finally getting his shot, and they're like, we're going to let Deshaun play again. Let's do one of these lunch boxes. Oh, yeah. These can have, I forgot, these can have those graded cards in there. I bought these a while ago. Yeah, Coleman, what a disappointment, honestly. Jamie, you sent one right after the CeeDee Lamb lunchbox. We'll do it. All right. Just a top-loaded card, it looks like. Our top-loaded card is going to be Emeka Egbuka. Now, I don't know if you guys had heard. I went to the Bucks-Bills game. I got to see him close. Dude, these guys just... I love going live to games and sitting right there. You forget how big these dudes are, how strong they are. I'll just show you guys quick. It's empty. I don't either. With holding the tiebreaker is the big thing, Jason. That game, I mean, We should have won that. We just played like shit. You know what game could kill us in the end? I went to the Falcons game with Jason. That game could end up killing us, losing that game. Terrell Davis. I think these cards are so nice. Jalen Hurts, new wave. And how about Jalen Milroe for the Hawks? Good looking card. No, Tony, that's not true. I do enjoy watching the game, but when you get, dude, we sit so close in those games. Or in the case, big shout out to Jason, putting us up in a in a suite where it's all you can drink and all you can eat. There's a Beck. Here we go. Cam Ward, rookie wave. I don't think people need to be so hard on him. Like I've always said, these young guys, they don't get enough of a shot early. Pat Bryant and Gesicki. I want to hear from you guys real quick. What is the team that is going to, like, I'm pretty sure they're not going to make it in the playoffs, and everyone thinks they are. It could be the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, the Texans, the Colts, the Bears. I mean, everyone's – the only teams that are pretty much safe, in my opinion, right now, like fully safe, is the Broncos and the Pats. I don't think any other team's completely safe, are they? Gibson, Jalen Johnson. I'm telling you, man, these look so good. Devin Hester and Ashton Genty. Nothing numbered yet, but I've heard there are a lot of numbered in this. KC playing Houston this week is a huge game. Oh, I posted earlier this week to the thing all the big playoff, affected games this week. But now I saw a post that showed the percentage change in their likelihood to make the playoffs. Dude, that Houston Kansas City game this week is enormous. Mason Graham, CJ Stroud. Here we go. Here's a numbered. Trevor Lawrence out of 199 for the Jags. In the NFC, the first place team and the 7th seed have the same amount of wins. That's pretty wild. That is wild. That's how weird it is this year. I said there could be an 8-win team that makes a playoff and an 11-win team that doesn't. It just, to me, that's hard to see happen. I do think they need to look at the way the playoffs are done. It doesn't make a ton of sense. Tesla, big pickup this week in fantasy. Amon-Ra Brown not going to play. Herbert. We got Dak. I can't believe how good these cards look. And Luther Burden. Has anyone opened these in person? If you have, what did you think? I think these are good. I know a lot of people who say UFC is a lot of fun to go to. I don't know. I mean, I guess never really considered going to one. I hear good things though. I'm sure tickets are outrageous. Cade Otton and Michael Williams. All right, we're going to take a little brief intermission to show Jamie's mug. Pour one up. And if I'm taking a little slower than normal, you have to forgive me. I've been waiting for 7 weeks plus to hang out with you guys. So, what are we doing here? Why is this down here? Bring me up here. There we go. And made the playoffs in a host 12-win team. I don't remember that. The 14-win Vikings were the 5 seed. And that right there is just absolutely absurd. Should never. They should have changed that then. 100% that rule should have been changed right there and then. There is no world where a 14-win team should have to play an away game to a team that's close to half their record. All right, Jamie. First of all, I appreciate you for doing this. Let's get this up. Here we go. Make sure the volume's up for them. Might have to bring you over here. There we go.
There you go, Mikey. Welcome back.
Woo! I'll take it. I was a little disappointed we
Mikey.
didn't talk
Welcome
for
back.
the Steelers game, but I didn't want to be that the first time I communicated with you. Cheers, man. Love you, buddy.
There you go, Mikey. Welcome back.
You the man. Leave it to you guys to get me tuned up on afternoon. Oh, was that when it happened? Probably when we gave up. All right, we'll speed it up a little bit because I know you guys are like probably excited that we're back a little bit, but I also don't want to wear out my welcome back. So we'll speed it up. I do gotta say, last week for fantasy football, just a few etiquette reminders. If you're out of the playoffs, don't make pickups and drop ads. That's rude. Don't do it. It's just bad etiquette. Also, set your lineups even if you are out of it. Because it sucks when someone doesn't set and you need someone to lose and they have a team that has a potential 25 points because they have 4 people that are out, 2 guys on buys, which, can we agree, NFL, understand how important fantasy football is to NFL fans. Stop putting this many teams on bye in week 14. That's stupid. Drake May, Estime, Judy, and Kyle Hamilton. Look, I appreciate that every team has to play on like the week of Thanksgiving. I do. I think it's important. But just stop doing a week where there's 2 teams off, then 4 teams, then 2 teams, and 6 teams. Just do 4 every week or whatever. Get it done early. There's a Cam Ward. Oh, here we got a number 1. Zay Flowers, and we got Arian Smith out of 825. It's kind of high. Justin Fields. We got Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson. Jaden Daniels, man, is CJ Stroud wins Rookie of the Year, right? Falls off. Jaden Daniels. Did Jaden Daniels won it last year? Did he? No, I can't remember. I think so, right? Falls off. Well, I mean, these guys, these second year, even getting into their third year, they have this great success. Now, Caleb Williams, on the other hand, seems to be kind of getting comfortable on his own. And I think it speaks a lot to Ben Johnson. If you guys, Chris, other Bears fans, or even just Kyle Brandt fans, he interviewed, like I said, Caleb Williams this week. Watch Sunday morning before the games. They'll show that interview. There's a Kyle Williams and a Scatabo. Oh, do we miss him? He made Giants games enjoyable to watch. What's super short print? Was something? Were you being serious, or I'm probably misreading it already. Color were his nails? Who said that? Chris sent me something like, what color were his nails when he won this game? There's the Jalen Royals. Cause you'll never be royal. I've seen it. He's like headbutting his chair. Oh, super short. I got you, Chris. There's a Dylan Gabriel, Hog Heaven. Did you see his girlfriend getting into it with people online, being like, everyone in the facility wants him to start? I don't know about that. He hasn't been that good. Yeah, the Scatabo live streams, I'm not going to be surprised if there's some Giants execs that are like, yeah, you should not be headbutting your chair. He might have to tone it down. Booker, Draft Diamonds, Alex Highsmith. It's fun to see these cards. Like I said, I'm not opening stuff a lot this year. I haven't got to see a lot. All right, let's do one more of these. Come on, Kaboom. Give me something good. Give us this welcome back luck. We'll pick it up on the next break. Like I said, I wanted to make sure the stream worked. I wanted to make sure the mic was good. That you guys still wanted the break. That was the biggest thing. So thank you for making that happen. We got R.J. Harvey, Scorton, Riley Leonard. A lot of Justin Fields. There's Jaden Daniels, Neighbors. Is the Giants' job going to be the most coveted head coaching job in the NFL next year? Think about what they have coming in. Scatabo healthy, Neighbors healthy. You got Jackson Dart looking really good. I mean, you have that defense looking really, really good if they can get it together. Theo Johnson looks solid. Catch of the day. Rookie premier, Travis Hunter, and I don't know who that other one is. That's a cool card, though. Achan, Judy, Patrick Mahomes, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Jamie, I bet you... listen, I know you can relate to this because I saw what your team just did. The Steelers are in the same position as the Bills. Every time a receiver comes on the lot, you're like, ooh, can we get him? We dropped Elijah Moore, and Denver just picked them up. Adam Thielen asked to be released from the Vikings. The Steelers pick him up. I mean, like, there are just such wide receiver names on teams. The fact that we dropped a wide receiver blows my mind. We did pick up Brandon Cooks. That was awesome. Here we go. Jalen Waddle. That's who I wanted at the trade deadline. It did not happen. He's not going to go to Penn State. Have you guys been following what's going on at Penn State? All the coaches they were going to hire. Miami Dolphins, that's going out to Jared Root. They killed me. I had a -5.5, blowing it against the Saints. I think Mike Tomlin might go to Penn State, man. It's either him or Brian Daboll. Dapper Duo. Puka Nakua. Dude, this guy's a freak. I've watched a lot more football than normal this year. Obviously not doing breaks on Sundays the last couple weeks. I've actually sat and watched a lot of football. Puka Nakua. All right, you get to pick one receiver for your team since we're talking receivers. I'm going to put the poll up. I don't even know can we do polls anymore? I guess you can't. Can you? Start a poll. All right. If you got to pick one of these to go on your NFL teams, who are you taking? JSN or Puka? See, Jamie, that's what they were saying, is that he would be good there because he's a recruiter. Riley Leonard, rookie wave. Dude, Tony, I love that you say that because I said it so much and nobody got it outside of the card world. They were like, we got Cooks. I'm like, is he out of 99? I was like, what? I'm like, is he out of 99? I don't, at first, there's a hog having Patrick Mahomes. It's a sharp looking card. I love that it looks like it's a shield on there. Man, come on, give us something. This is why this was a little cheapy to get us started. I wanted to see some players, talk some football, hang out with you guys, take some shots with Jamie. Well, I also think it's about your name, right? Like, isn't it? Don't you think? Like, how many Tomlin fans are there out there? Kids that grew up watching the Steelers. Tomlin. I mean, he is one of the. Let's actually open one of these boxes here. Jaden Daniels. He is actually one of the guys who I feel like gets a ton of screen time, a ton of media attention. You see that as a kid, you're like, I want to go play for Tomlin, right? Dude doesn't miss the playoffs. All right, here we go. No graded. I think they said one every like 10 on these. Brock Bowers. I like that they throw on the top loaded card though. What up, Jason? Yeah, man, we're just hanging out, kind of catching up with everyone. It's good to see you guys in here. Quinshawn Judkins, Jalen Hurts, Stafford, and Josh Jacobs. Every one of these look like a hit, like a numbered card. It's crazy. The parallels are nice. Kind of reminds me of Unparalleled a bit. I wish they would do this in a hobby box, but they didn't, right? Unless I missed it. Nick Bolton, Adam Thielen, now on the Steelers. We got Shador, cool card there, Hey, Cam Ward. Not bad there. 2 starting rookie QBs. Yes and no, Tony. I think you're right. We've seen it with like guys like Rams. Oh my gosh. I'm already having problems thinking. 2 shots in. I'm not used to the Rams coach, the Dolphins coach. They like these young guys, but it doesn't always pan out. I like that Dolphins coach. It was a cool experience. Young guy, players coach. He just, I don't know. I think it's a bad, like, experience matters. I really do think it does. Travis Hunter and Egbuka. But I do think the miserable mindset doesn't work. You look at like Pete Carroll out in Las Vegas. It's just not working, right? I even think of something like Belichick at UNC. Like, he's not going to be able to... Thank you, McVay. There's no way in this world Belichick is going to be able to connect with those young college kids coming in. It might look cool on paper. Hey, he coached Tom Brady. He has all these Super Bowls. He's a great football mind. But, like, dude, at some point, that's not what those kids want. Jackson Dart. There's a Luther Burden. Chris Godwin, man, 2 weeks back, and this dude just eating the football left and right. Miami is playing better now, but some of their wins, they almost blew that game to New Orleans. You can't lose to New Orleans when you have to win out. They are playing better, unless Buffalo lost to them. That and the Atlanta game is going to haunt us, like, really bad. There's no reason we should have lost that. Granted, we were due to lose to Miami. We won we won 9 in a row. It inevitably is going to have to happen. Although it never seemed to happen when we played the Patriots in the Brady days. Our defense is just decimated. Joey Bosa went out today. Ed Oliver's out till playoffs if we make it. It's hard to watch. Jalen Noel, another Devin Hester, Mason Taylor, and Kyler Murray. Is the Kyler Murray experience over? His girlfriend. Do you think she had... Dude, I saw a video of her or something. I can't help but think that's not real. You guys would take Puka 70% over JSN. How many people voted? I got a better poll. I have a better poll for you guys. 10 votes, 7-3. That means you guys take Puka over JSN. So it's funny that you say it because I said to my dad, I was like, man, Puka's the best receiver in the league. He goes, or I said, I said Puka's the best receiver in the league. He goes, JSN is. And then I started watching some JSN clips. I'm like, oh yeah, he's better. And then this week I watched Puka play because I was watching that Rams-Panthers game pretty hardcore. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Puka's better. JSN's better. I think they're equal. And then my brother comes in and he goes, Justin Jefferson's the best in the league, so it doesn't matter. Is that true? 72% of losers. But I think it is like 1A, 1B. I don't even know who I'd put as 1B. All right. I got another poll for you. I don't even know her name. There is. Who's more? What couple is real? Is it Taylor and Kelsey, or is it Belichick and his little sweetheart? Hey, there he is. JSN is going to be our top-loaded card. They should make that a numbered card though. It's like they open up packs and top-loaded one. Is that to throw off if there's a graded card in there? Herbert and oh my gosh, that's a real one, dude. That's crazy. Ooh. Yeah. Did you see that Josh Allen got railed? He went to Wyoming with his wife, and they accepted his they retired his jersey at Wyoming and stuff. And the internet went nuts asking her why what's his wife's name? Why she's married to such an ugly dude, that Josh Allen's the ugliest guy on the planet. Which I took offense to slightly because I'm like the ugliest Timu version of that. right? People have said, like, I should enter the look like us. But, like, on the 10% Timu scale of it. So if he's the ugliest dude in the world, I was like, well, that hurt. I took that personally. Jalen Milroe, there's a McCarthy, as my son says, making the Vikings worse. But Tony, that's the point. I don't know that it is. I just think that Puka, his ability to run the routes and to get opening, changes. Dude, just the way he's able to change direction, change speed, get control of the ball. Is it really their first retired jersey ever? I don't even know. You might be messing with me, but probably. Aaron Rodgers, Kyle McCord. There's a Jalen Carter. And Dwight Freeney. Why do her fans hate Josh so much? I don't know. Like, what is it? I could tell. They were like, oh, we hate him. Is it just like they all have to hate him because some do? Daniel Carlson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jalen Ross. I don't know who this guy is. Does anyone know about this dude? I haven't heard his name yet. They call him 9 because that's what he averages. Oh, there's been so many memes with him. You're talking about McCarthy. Riley Leonard. All right. Is Gibbs the most athletic player in the NFL? This is my favorite. He might be my favorite offensive player. Non-quarterback. Jahmyr Gibbs. He is so much fun to watch. There's a sweet Josh Allen. I'd hold Justin Herbert's beer. How many of you guys making fantasy playoffs? There's another Josh Allen. Darrelle Revis. All right, let's get a numbered card at least here. Puka, there he is. We got the JSN, now we got the Puka. Jack Beck. Tyler Warren, rookie, and a Tetra McMillan. Although Jalen McMillan's coming back this week as well. Some nice stuff, though. We will, as always, do a recap at the end. Gibbs is a freak. And I know, Chris, we've had this conversation before about how we worry about his injuries and this. I'm happy I stuck to my guns and put Gibbs on a bunch of my teams because he is a league winner. Maybe not as much as Jonathan Taylor at his draft position, but Gibbs is doing solid. So, how are we doing with playoffs, guys? Are we gonna make it? Is fantasy this year about the same as the NFL? It's just kind of all over the place. There's Jalen Milroe. I'm actually excited for this Cowboys game this week. Cowboys-Lions on Thursday. Guillotines are hard. Jamie, I haven't done guillotines before this year. I've never done one. I've heard of them. I may have been in one like in the past, but I haven't done them for years. They're hard. I was out in like week 4 of one and week 6 in the other. They are really hard. I like them. I'm going to do more next year. There's Devonta Smith and RJ Harvey, which thank God he's picked it up. I overpaid for him in leagues. Well, you can do that when you have, a back like Montgomery to help out, Chris. You don't have to overrun your running back, which the Bills haven't done all year until this week against the Steelers, where they ran the same play 27 times. They started to use Ray Davis again, which they did a ton last year, and it worked. Then this year they were just trying to run Cook, not giving Ray Davis carries, which is a very similar situation to Gibbs. It's like the cheap version of Gibbs and Montgomery is Cook and Davis. Very, very similar styles. RJ Harvey, Luther Burden, and Orange Crush, Bryant Harvey. Uh-oh. Jamie, can we please get that video on our page if you do that, though? I love those challenges. I wish we did those here. Montgomery, there he is. We talk about him, we pull him. Oh, yeah, I mean, Bucky's one of my heaviest owned guys. I love it. Abdul Carter. Bucky's fun to watch. That Bucks team, like Buka, I know that I was worried because like Evans is getting old, Godwin's like always injured, but Egbuka and McMillan and Bucky and Rashad White's. Kate Otten is not bad either. Not having a great year, but I don't think he's as bad as his numbers say. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out, man. I love this. And also, I love that we don't believe that Bill Belichick is a real couple. Thank you. Bijan, you want to talk about not giving the guy a ball enough. I get load management in the NFL with running backs, but to give Tyler Algier so many goal line carries, poor Bijan fans, was he one of the bigger disappointments this year in fantasy? Not because of his ability, not because of his production when he has the ball, but simply from his opportunity. Oh yeah, Tez Johnson. What did I say? There's a Jalen McMillan there, but they have the Tez Johnson. I forgot he was a rookie this year too. I needed Tez Johnson for like a $600 parlay hit this week. He had a chance. He did. And poor Rashad White scored like 3 times and they called it back every time. Is he still top 5 in fantasy? All right, last box. Here's the deal. If we don't pull a case hit here, everyone is eligible. We're going to do 3 $5 credits here, all right? If we don't pull a case hit here, something to get us going again. Something for the next break we do. Because, again, I know this is a cheapie. I know we all know that listen, a lot of these teams are the price of a retail pack of cards, which I love doing sometimes. I thought for sure we'd get that time off luck. We're getting it downtown, though. Here we go. You guys can guess if you want. If you get it right, I'll give you $50 credit if you guess the downtown right. So just put downtown or a D. Put that D in my comment box. If you get it right, I'll give a $50 credit. That's crazy. He's top 10 overall. I didn't realize he was still doing that. And just think if they actually gave him the ball as much as they could. Jalen Ramsey, Abdul Carl, he's been doing well too. That Harold Fannon's not bad at all. I'd like to say the Browns could be good, but we know what they do. The Browns are going to Brown. Finally giving Shedeur a chance. We're like, let's activate Deshaun. I like the guesses coming in. Good to see you guys back. If anybody else wants to send me a video, I'll take one more with you guys. My son's got a chorus concert tonight. So there's no way I'm not going to have at least one more anyhow. Penix. Jan Stunnerud. I've never seen a picture of him like that. That's cool. All right, come on downtown. Where are you at? We got a patch card coming. Zach Moss, Marvin Harrison Jr., man. Is Geno Smith one of the biggest fall-offs of a comeback ever? Guy came back and then instantly fell off. Although going to the Raiders doesn't help that. Look what happened to Antonio when he went to the Raiders. I hope that's true this week, Jamie. If we lose to the Bengals, man, we could be in some trouble. We got to win that one. We got to win the Browns game. We really got to win the Patriots game. We can drop the Eagles game. That's the only game we can really drop. We can't afford to drop the Bengals, the Browns, Patriots, or the Jets. We got to win this week. Every week is big now. Like, then again, we put ourselves in that position by losing games. You know, we beat the Chiefs, we beat the Ravens, we beat who did we play last year? The Steelers, which I think was a big game to win. Shedeur Sanders throwback. That's a cool looking card. I haven't seen that yet. Dontayvion Wicks, he had himself a Thanksgiving. But losing the games like the Falcons, even the Patriots, I can give that one up. The Falcons and the Dolphins. Texans, great defense. The Texans started out 0-3. Joe Ferguson for the Bills. Trent Green. There's Shador. Not one. And a Jackson Dart. At least we got some QBs coming out here for those big teams. I am sorry, man. I was thinking this little cheapie would produce and we could go bonkers. And well, I am going to recap. I am going to give away $3 hitless credits. And they wrote him back. Oh, yeah. I forgot he said that. He forgot how to write. All right, let me ask you this. Is the Vikings letting Sam Darnold go one of the biggest faux pas in transaction history? Like, they could have had him probably for as cheap, reasonable money. But they go and do what they do. Could you imagine that team with Sam Darnold? I mean, I can imagine he did it. And now he went to the Seahawks and he's just killing it. You know what that was too? Over a bet too. I love that it was over a bet. Gino. All right, Jamie, did you send me another one? Anyone? No, that's all right. Listen. First, before I do a recap, before we give away those credits, I want to say thank you guys for hopping back in. Thank you guys for checking in on me. I do appreciate it. We will be back. Gonna do some more PYT, some multi-year stuff. Murray to Minnesota. Don't like it. Don't love it. Bunch of sleeved up stuff here. These Revolution cards look great. Absolute don't love in the retail. I like hunting for Kaboom, but I don't love the look of them. All right, we had Shador and Jackson Dart. We had another Shador throwback. Love that card. We had the Jalen Milroe, JSN, another Jackson Dart here. Just checking to make sure they're not numbered. We had the Shador Sanders here, Cam Ward, Brock Bowers, Patrick Mahomes, Dylan Gabriel. Weird pulling two rookie QBs for the same team. Cam Ward out of 899, Arian Smith, SSSSSP. Trevor Lawrence, numbered out of 199. Cam Ward, we got the Egbuka, Shador, Amarian Hampton Red. We had the Shuck. And then our patch cards were Harrison, RJ Harvey, Jalen Waddle, and Christian McCaffrey. Some fun patch cards. Because I think we know who Kenny Pickett is. Kenny Pickett is Kenny Pickett. I mean, like, Tiny Hands Pickett. My wife's vacuuming. Did you guys miss that? She's vacuuming. You remember that? She's still doing it from when we last broke. All right, guys. First of all, I am gonna give away $3 hitless credits here, not hitless to everyone. You can pregame for anything if you put your mind to it. You're the one that told me to take a shot, and you said an Adderall too, but I'm just gonna take the shots. I love you guys, and I mean that, and I miss you, and I'm looking forward to more times together. I love the chatter. This is the perfect break for me to come back so we could talk. I'm sorry we didn't produce more, but I do want you to know I love you guys very much. I look forward to more times like this. Cheers to you guys. He is a Super Bowl winner. That is a true story. All right. See if I remember how to do this. Here we go. We are going to... You know what? I don't have random.org anymore, but you know what I do have? I have these. This is how we're going to do it. This is how we are going to do it. Remember these bad boys? We should bring this back for the rest of the season. So the hitless credit's going to go to Jared. It's going to go to, not hitless, to the $5 credit. Jared, Brad, and Jason. Jared, Brad, and Jason. I'm going to give that to you guys. No case hits. I'm sorry. Jared Root, Brad Holste, and Jason Holmes. Again, guys, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. I love that we know that Bill Belichick's not real. to the chorus concert we go. I'll see you guys soon. Love y'all.